We did it! It's Friday, we made it! Yes, we made it!
And it's a longer weekend.
A longer weekend.
Longer. Monday's Canada Day.
Yay.
What are you going to do?
I'm going to visit a friend, just the girls, for Saturday night, a sleepover. So
do a little camping thing?
Yeah, a little camping thing.
That's fun.
And then I'm going to go eat some poutine downtown when I come back. And yeah, chill.
We're talking about that on the show today.
Yes.
Funny, you should mention that.
Oh, imagine.
Poutine feast at the old Stonehouse Ermitinger Clerg National Historical Site.
National Historical Site.
Yeah, so Josh Ingram's coming in this morning to talk about Poutine feast.
Man, downtown is on it with this whole July 1st thing, as if it was a birthday or something.
I know, like it was a party.
Yeah, he's right on things. He's doing such a great job down there.
He is. On this day in 1846.
Oh, here he goes.
It's a quiz today.
Oh, it is. Okay, I'm scared now.
Somebody patented something. And the guy's name was Antoine Joseph, but they called him Adolphe. And his last name was Sachs. What did he patent in 1846? Adolphe Sachs.
Saks Fifth Avenue store.
Adolphe Sachs, 1846. He was 32 years old and he patented something.
1846.
Saxophone!
Oh.
And there was a guy named Sachs that called it, like, I didn't know what.
I didn't realize that.
Saxophone is named after Adolphe Sachs.
Wow. What was it called before? In 1845.
Hey, look! Oh my gosh, there he is.
Look at him with his horn.
He was 32 years old. He was 32 years old when he invented the saxophone.
And he was awesomely proud of that horn, as he should be.
Yeah.
Look at him there in that picture.
Nobody could blow a sax like Adolphe. Until Josh Norling came along. Josh Norling is from Sault Ste. Marie, and I remember first seeing Josh at Roberta Bondar Pavilion when he was a teenager, and he started playing his saxophone. I was like, I think he was playing with Mustang Sally at the time. I could be wrong. Anyway, he starts playing a sax. I'm like, there is like a 70-year-old jazz musician stuck inside that teenager's body.
My dad loved the sax.
Josh Norling.
Norling?
Norling. Norling Josh is an amazing local musician.
Awesome.
And he plays the sax like nobody else I know.
And if Adolphe hadn't invented it, Josh what would you be doing?
He'd be just probably playing a kazoo.
I could play. No, I can't even play. I was gonna lie to you right now. I was just gonna lie right to your face.
You can't lie. You cannot tell a lie because you are a broadcaster.
You know what? It was Kourtney Kardashian's, Khloe Kardashian. I get them all mixed up. It was her birthday. 35 years.
Ooh.
And it was all pink. Pink roses and white roses, and everybody was in pink, and she had an electronic bowl, and she carried.
Was the electronic bowl pink?
No.
Was Pink there?
Drop the ball there, baby.
Was Pink there?
No.
Mm-hmm.
But she's been going through it because Tristan was.
They all are. Is that okay? Are those all Kardashians?
Kardashians and Jenners.
Really? Eh?
Yeah.
Who's the shorty?
Yeah.
Who's the little one?
That her.
Oh, her hair.
Yeah. One's Kylie and one's Kendall.
And we talked about Kim wasn't in that one.
Kim wasn't in that one.
Kim was the one who did the shapewear called Kimono, and she's sticking by that, by the way. I read an update on that. She's not changing her name. She doesn't care if it's cultural misappropriation or appropriation.
Misappropriation.
Whatever. She doesn't care. She's going Kimono. That's it.
I wonder how it's going to be spelled.
Kimono.
See, she should change the spelling somehow, so then it wouldn't be an issue.
Kimuno.
Kimuno.
Like number one, Kim Uno.
Kim.
Okay, we were talking yesterday, or just maybe not yesterday, but recently.
Wait, we were talking?
Yeah, and you made a remark about why can't they come up with anything new for movies and television shows? Why do they keep doing the same stuff over and over and over again?
Reboot.
Okay, so here's the latest. Charlie's Angels again.
Again?
Didn't we just do that one with Drew Barrymore, Cameron Diaz, and Lucy Liu? Like, when was that? That wasn't that long ago.
5 years?
Maybe more, but still, they're doing it again. But not them. The director is Elizabeth Banks. I don't know her.
Oh, she's an actress. She's awesome.
Well, she's an actress, and she's so fast, that Jacob guy in the booth.
Yeah.
So this one stars Naomi Scott, Kristen Stewart, and Ella Balinska.
Wow.
Great music. Scoring by Ariana Grande, Lana Del Rey, and Miley Cyrus. They play the background music. So that's pretty cool.
Much more modern twist on that.
Bosley is a guy. But I remember Bosley was Charlie's. Did you ever watch the Charlie's?
Yes, I did.
So
I loved
Charlie was the voice on the phone, and
Yes.
Bosley is played by Elizabeth Banks. The director is also playing the role of Bosley. And
So you said Bosley's a guy,
like
but not here.
Oh, I mean Bosley's a woman.
Yeah.
Sorry.
In this version.
In this version, Bosley is played by a woman. I think it might have been. Anyway, so Elizabeth Banks plays Bosley. Charlie's voice is still Charlie.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Charlie's got to be dead, no?
Well, it won't be
Charlie.
that same voice because that was John,
didn't
and
think
he
so.
is dead.
Yes, he is.
John, what was his name?
Forsyth?
Good for you.
Thank you.
Anyway, here's what's bizarre also. They're recycling outfits that Drew Barrymore, Cameron Diaz, and Lucy Liu wore.
Ew. Not the underwear.
So anyway, it hits...
What if there's armpit juice on them?
It
Right?
opens November the 15th, 2019.
You didn't answer my question.
What if there's armpit juice on
Yeah.
it? Dry cleaners.
Dry
Tied
cleaners.
Vodka and water. Did you know this?
Vodka?
Luann would be drinking it. She wouldn't even.
As
you wouldn't
if
even
I'd
spray
waste
it on.
vodka on pit juice.
This is what they use for theater and films to get rid of body odor.
Stop it.
Yes,
Really?
it sanitizes and removes odor. Vodka and water. Spritz, 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 spritz. I learned
One
that
for
from
you, 10 for me.
I learned that from Keith.
That's brilliant.
I know.
I wonder what the
Speaking of
quotient should be.
Honey, if you're watching, happy International
Hi.
Body Piercing Day.
Yes. He's such a handsome guy. Have you seen Keith? Beautiful.
If you want to see Keith pierce himself,
Don't
go
do
to
it.
his YouTube
Don't
channel.
Do it. Don't do it. He tried to show me this
Bowser
morning.
on YouTube.
Ma.
He pierces
His own.
snake bites.
Oh.
And he also pierces his hips. Those
And-
ones didn't take.
And you know
I shouldn't
what?
tell all this stuff.
No, he's going to be like, thanks, Tim.
Well, he put it on YouTube. What are you going to do?
Well, for sure. But it's like, I couldn't finish watching it.
We
'cause
started
he comes
to watch. It was like,
And the needle's like that big.
and he
'cause
started
it
to put it
should
in.
be,
We're
right?
like, no.
And he's going so slow, and I'm thinking, how is he like not freaking out right now? Remember when we were kids, we did
That's
our
an old
own
video,
ears
too.
with the string, and then we tied the string and threw a whole bunch of
Did you use ice and potatoes and rubbing alcohol?
ice and rubbing alcohol.
Well, wait, you just put it right through. See, you were
Yeah.
supposed to put a potato on either side, and that guides the needle. A raw
Oh,
potato.
Really? That's why they were lopsided.
That's how Marianne Durazio did it to my sister Karen.
Really?
I think it was Marianne.
My cousin Suzanne did it, and I didn't because I was afraid of my dad. I didn't get my ears actually pierced till I was 22.
Really?
Yeah, my dad was
And
like, if you needed another hole in your head, God would have made you with another hole in your head.
Joan Rivers used to say she can't get her body pierced. She said, one more hole in this body, it's game over. Keith doesn't even float. He just...
No flottage.
Anyway, the 1970s was when it sort of took off. I mean, people have been piercing their bodies forever. Since,
Yeah, like you said, African.
ancient times. African, Native Americans.
Would you compare that to, like, in the Jewish faith, a circumcision of
No!
a mitzvah, right?
Oh.
Because that's a religious...
I think...
Right?
In certain African tribes with the lip stuff,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think that is of a coming of age thing. But
Yes.
circumcision isn't a coming of age. What is that? That's like...
Yeah, a bar mitzvah is a coming of age.
No, honey, you don't get... No. Bar mitzvah's when you're a teenager. You don't
Yes.
get circumcised at your bar mitzvah.
What?
No, gosh. No, Luann. No.
Stop it.
No, you do not.
Are you kidding me?
You thought
I
that-
didn't know that.
You don't circumcise a 13-year-old boy.
Well, that's
Sweet
what I always
Lord, I can't
wondered.
even sit. I can't cross my legs. What?
Honest to God,
Thought
I
a bar
thought-
mitzvah? What did you think they did it at a bat mitzvah?
I thought they got him drunk
No!
and like laid him down and snipped and
Did you think that they-
everybody
did you
partied
think that
and
they-
he cried.
Oh!
Honest to God, I thought that seriously.
No.
No?
No one would be Jewish if that were the case.
Why did I think that?
I don't know. Bar
I've
mitzvah.
never been to one apparently.
No, they dance. They
sing, they get drunk.
They do prayers about becoming a man. They do not circumcise the 13-year-old boy at his bar mitzvah.
Are you sure?
I've been
You've been?
to a bar mitzvah.
Have you?
Why wouldn't I?
You're so worldly.
I'm not a Jew, but I play one on stage. We gotta go. Listen, we got a full show. Oh, wait until you see the video we did at Pancake Bay with that St.
So
Mary's.
awesome.
Oh, no, that's not the one today. But we're at Pancake Bay because you know what? Guess what? June has been
Yes, Parks and National Parks
and Recreation Month.
Yes.
She does listen once in a while.
As if I have a choice.
So just before the month ends, we went out to Pancake Bay and we interviewed a couple of people who work at the park. Awesome. And it was really, really excellent. So that's coming up. And then Josh is joining us about Poutine Feast. And Luann has the news. It's Fur and Feathers Friday. What more could you want? Don't go anywhere.
Who knew it wasn't a circumcision at the bar mitzvah?
Sweet Lord, help us all.
They're coming to get you, Barbara.
Listen to them. Children of the night. Alive! It's alive!
Welcome to the Machine Shop, our historic venue and gathering place for friends and family. Built in 1899 on the site of a Northwest Company trading post. Today we are a go-to venue hosting many expos, concerts, weddings, and more. While you're here, choose one of our dining experiences. Enjoy a quiet dinner at the Mill Steakhouse and Wine Bar, watch a game and try wood fire oven pizza and local draft at the Boiler Room, or treat yourself every day to gelato and local coffee at the Gelato Mill. For more information on the Machine Shop, visit machineshopinc.ca.
At 4:45, discover all kinds of treasures and never pay more than $5. Inventory is restocked every Saturday, and you can find anything from electronics to household items, toys, and much, much more. On Saturday, everything is $5 and the price goes down throughout the week, ending with 25 cents on Friday. We restock weekly with new items from various big box stores, so you never know what treasures you can find. Come visit us at 4:45, 2510 Ashman Street in Sault Ste. Marie, Michigan.
Welcome back to Mornings with Luann and Tim. We are on location at, this is Pancake Bay Provincial Park, right?
Yep, sure is.
Now, how long have you worked here, Alex Adams?
This is my second year working here.
What, are you happy to be back again?
Yeah, absolutely.
So you're not from here originally. You're from where?
Kingston, Ontario.
Kingston. You came to study at Sioux College, the, what's the program?
Fish and Wildlife Conservation Technician.
Fish and Wildlife Conservation Technician. Okay, so you then worked elsewhere, and then you ended up here 2 years ago. And what a great job! Like, what are the benefits of working at a place like this, man?
Honestly, just being out here is great. The skills I'm learning, the people I work with. It's all great.
So when you went to school, are you doing stuff that you actually studied in school? I mean, your education is actually paying off for you here in your work situation?
Yeah, so part of my job is identifying flora and fauna out in their backcountry parks.
Really?
And yep, and so that's obviously been a huge help. And we did a law portion, which also helps as my job because I am a park warden as well.
You're a warden?
Yeah.
I better behave myself. Hey, Alex, so your actual title here is what?
I'm the backcountry operations technician here.
Backcountry operations technicians. Now, what I didn't understand was that you don't just work here in Pancake Bay. You are all over the place. Name some of the other parks where you do your job.
So we have the Gooley River Provincial Park, Batchewana River Provincial Park. Sorry. Algoma Headwaters Provincial Park, and the Abinadong River Provincial Park.
So in all those parks you go, and when you say back country, it's areas where people don't necessarily camp. Have I got that right? It's more of the trails and the nature part of the parks. Is that right?
Yeah, they're more of a nature reserve than necessarily a provincial park. Yeah.
Okay, so it's not the areas where people can go through there and stuff, but they wouldn't have like campgrounds in those areas. Is that correct?
Yeah, there's no real facilities or staff that maintain it. It's more of just back to nature.
Back to nature. Now, that was something that you said about being up here in Northern Ontario at a park in Northern Ontario, having experience in other parks elsewhere in Ontario. That's pretty special about this park, right? That it's kind of a little more rustic. Is that true?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Which you like?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, definitely.
So tell me about now. Would you move on to something else after this, or is this the kind of job that this is it? I don't know a lot about what you studied, and I mean this is only seasonal work. So what else do you do with a degree like yours?
There's all sorts of jobs. Resource technicians for the Ministry of Natural Resources. Basically anything outside,
Really?
Yeah.
So when your job ends here, what do you do? Do you look for other work, or do you just wait to come back next year? Because I know you'd be eligible for unemployment because it's seasonal work. How does that work for you?
Yeah, I work in my off seasons, just random jobs here and there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Pick up extra. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. And now, can you give me a little fact about maybe something that people might not know about Pancake Provincial Park?
We have this gorgeous 3-kilometer beach, and it honestly feels like you're in the Bahamas when you're here.
If you haven't been here, Jake, our cameraman, has never been here. He's from Barrie, Ontario. I can't wait to bring him up to the water's edge and show him the horseshoe, because it really is spectacular.
It is spectacular. Yeah.
Yeah. When you get off work, are you allowed to swim and stuff?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Have you been in the water yet?
Yeah, it's cold.
I was thinking, I brought my bathing suit, but I don't think I'm going to go in. No, I have a pool at home.
Yeah, that's probably a bit warmer.
Hey, I want to thank you for your time. And you know what? Thanks for sticking around up in Sault Ste. Marie and working with us up here.
Hey, no problem. It's my pleasure.
We like when people come and choose to decide to live and stay in Sault Ste. Marie in the Algoma district, because it is beautiful. And thanks for all you do for the park system as well.
Well, thank you.
Okay, and now we're going to talk to, who's my next guest?
Bianca.
We're talking to Bianca next. Okay, now we're back at the main gates. This is the main entrance to Pancake Bay Provincial Park, Ontario Parks, and this is Bianca. Hi, Bianca. How are you?
Good.
You're a local Sault Ste. Marie resident,
Yep.
and you studied out of town. Where'd you go to school?
I went to the University of Toronto.
You graduated,
Yep.
but you've been here for a number of seasons. How many now?
This is my 3rd season.
How great is that you get to come back and work here over and over again?
Yeah, it's awesome.
You love this job. Tell me something. As you've worked, have you changed positions over the years that you've been here?
Yeah, so my 2nd year, I was promoted to the head gate attendant position, so a little extra responsibility, but yeah, I love it.
You're talking about going back to school for a different field. What is that?
Prosthetics, so as a technician, so I would be building them.
That's now interesting that's where you're going in the future, and in your present you're also dealing with mobility and stuff. I had no idea. Tell me what we're looking at here beside me here.
Yeah, so 2 years ago, Pancake got mobility wheelchairs. So this one here goes right on the beach to just hang out in the sand, and then this one over here actually floats in the water.
Come off it! You can actually go in the lake?
Yeah.
Do people? That must be such a great freeing experience for somebody who's has mobility issues.
Yeah, and then we're also moving to maybe get some Moby mats to go right on the beach, so people can bring their wheelchairs down there and just make it slightly more accessible for people.
Oh, so if somebody doesn't have one of these particular special wheelchairs, a regular wheelchair could go on the Moby mat.
Yeah, well, they can also just rent these out and just put a little deposit down, and yeah.
Oh, it's just for a deposit. That's it. Mm-hmm. And they get their money back after they return it safely.
Yeah.
Okay, because you don't want them, because somebody might decide to just go for a ride and not come back down the river. So is this part of your job? Is this a special position? If you're in charge of this kind of stuff, or what?
So it's just something the gatehouse offers, and our gate attendants would issue the wheelchairs out to people.
Because I had no idea that this was even a thing. That is so cool.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Now, career-wise for you, what other benefits are you getting from working in the park system that you could go and take into what they call experiential learning, across sector, stuff that you've learned here that you think would benefit you in other aspects of your life? Just benefits of the job.
Yeah, so like I said, I was recently, last year I was promoted, so having that extra responsibility and being able to teach new people coming into parks and just like kind of coaching them through it is really awesome.
It's management skills.
Yeah, for sure.
And so there's room for growth in the park system.
Yeah. Oh,
that's fantastic that it encourages that, and lots of great, and it's a summer job. You're home for the summer.
Yeah, it's beautiful. Can't go wrong.
You can't go wrong. Tell me, is there anything about the park that maybe a lot of people don't even know? I mean, I think there's a lot of folks from the Sioux who've never even been out here, which is ridiculous because I think it's a must-see. If you've got friends coming to town, bring them out to Pancake for the day. It's gorgeous.
Yeah.
A little known fact, anything you know about the fact that you've been here for 3 years?
Yeah, a lot of people don't realize that we actually hold events here, like lots of weddings.
Okay, I didn't know that. I did not know. I was honest, I did not know that.
Yeah, we actually had a wedding here last weekend, and some people want to have some baby showers out here this summer, stuff like that. So they can rent out the picnic shelter or our amphitheater.
You have an amphitheater?
Yeah.
I want to see it. Take me there after this. They see what I'm talking about? This is in our own backyard, and I don't even know half this stuff. This is so cool.
Very cool.
So what would you say to somebody from out of town just looking for a great experience? What would you say to them to come to get them to come here?
If you're looking for a great beach day, here's your place.
I want to go see the beach right now. Will you take me?
Yes.
Okay, we're going to go to the beach, Jake. Pack up the camera. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. Nice meeting you. Best of luck to you. And I want to thank everybody. The park has been so great. Oh, while we're speaking about accessibility, we did a feature with with St. Mary's College about the cabin they built that's installed here. I forgot to mention the cabin is...
It's accessible.
There's a ramp on the cabin that St. Mary's College built. So that's another feature. So it's another fabulous thing that Ontario Parks is doing.
Yes.
Okay, we're going to the beach now. It may be too cold to swim, but
Maybe.
we can get our feet wet. Summertime and the living is easy. Fish are jumping and the cotton is high.
Have a great business idea but don't know where to start? Need help taking your business to the next level? C2C Business Services can be your guide in navigating the path of entrepreneurship, with services ranging from grant funding support, access to service experts, market information, and helping your business adopt new technologies to create and foster a culture of innovation for ongoing success. Call C2C Business Services and let them be your first step in taking your entrepreneurial dreams from concept to commerce. C2C Business Services is a division of the Sault Ste. Marie Innovation Center.
So now I want to go to Pancake Bay Provincial Park and do a show.
Yeah, seriously. That looked like you were having so much fun.
I had no idea that they had all that kind of stuff out there.
I had no idea there was an amphitheater.
Wait
there.
until you see. We went out there. The reason we went out there was twofold. We went out there because we wanted to interview the park employees, because it's National Park and Recreation Month. But also, that cabin that they built at St. Mary's College has now arrived and has been permanently installed at a campsite. Honestly, that's going to be coming up.
See that.
I think the cabin's next Friday. A week from today, we're going to air that interview showing you how that cabin looks now that it's on site. Incredible.
I can't wait to see this.
The people out at Pancake are so excited, and the students are over the moon.
Awesome.
So,
He
St. Mary's
changed
College.
his shirt, by the way, because it was making you all crazy.
Yes, that shirt was doing really weird patterns. Audrey was saying, your shirt looks funny on camera, and then I would look back and I was like, I got to change my shirt. It's giving me an acid flashback. You don't like tomatoes sometimes, right? Is that you?
Yes, that's me.
Because a texture thing.
It's so dumb.
So I just read, you know me, in Today in History, 1820. A guy named Colonel Robert Gibbon proved that tomatoes were non-poisonous by eating one on the steps of the courthouse in Salem, New Jersey.
I often wondered about that.
You said you always wonder about who discovered certain foods.
Right? Like who's walking around in the bush and looks at a fiddlehead and goes, "You, eat that. See if it's good."
she said,
right?
Like, who got the short straw in the fiddlehead thing?
Right? Like how? Who decides that? Is there a person who's a masochist and out there saying, "I hope this is going to be poison. Here's a tomato. Help yourself." Right?
You make it sound like the Snow White.
Yeah.
This apple, little girl. Eat this tomato.
But you know what? Tomatoes are dumb. Because they're hard on the outside, that thick thing that you can't really, and if your sharp knife isn't sharp, then you can't get through it, and it squishes it. Then there's pus all over your cutting board. Oh, it's gross. Pus and seeds and gel and tomatoes are dumb.
Imagine if Colonel Robert Gibbon had bitten into a tomato and it was poison, and it were poisonous, and he just dropped dead on the steps of the courthouse.
Then nobody
Salem,
would have to eat them.
New Jersey. Nobody would ever have to eat it. No, we'd be like, well.
I like them cooked.
I like them almost anyway.
Do you?
Mm-hmm.
Like in a sandwich.
What's wrong with a sliced tomato?
You have a toasted tomato sandwich, and then the goober in the tomato soaks up all into the toast, and then the toast is soggy.
If you use the right kind of tomato, Luann, you're not going to have the goobers with the snot. You're going to have a nice.
What's the right kind of tomato?
I don't know. I'm going to show you. I'm going to slice a tomato for you one day and just show you how lovely it is.
I can watch you slice all day. I ain't eating it. You can't make me. You can't force me to eat.
Is there anything you would like to discuss at this point in time, Luann?
Hey, you know what?
Yes.
Because you changed your shirt, I saw a banner online today that's from the London Zoo, and there were it was a picture of like 3 or 4 penguins, and the banner in front of it said, "Some penguins are gay. Get over it." They're celebrating Pride. Some penguins are gay. Get over it.
Why?
Isn't that cute?
I guess, but I don't understand it. Oh,
there
some
it is.
penguins are gay.
Look at Jacob. Seriously, man.
How did you find that so fast?
But see, look how cute that is.
It's cute, but I still don't.
Because you don't think of someone who is a penguin as being gay. When you look at a penguin, you don't go, I can tell you're gay. Right?
Well, to be fair, I have seen a couple of penguins walking a little funny.
They all do that.
Those are the straight ones.
It's a long, long night.
Audrey, did you just laugh so hard you jiggled her camera? She still hasn't recovered from the circumcision stuff.
No, that's right.
Yes.
59 years old. I seriously thought that's what happened at a bar mitzvah. I hope my kids don't see this. They'll be so embarrassed.
I can't.
Beyonce is just a hometown girl. She gets her hair cut by her mother in the kitchen.
Really?
Because her mom took a picture of it, and her mom was going on and on and on and on about how her hair was because her hair is natural. So she kept lifting it up and going, ooh, natural, ooh, natural. And Beyonce was saying, yeah, you know what, Ma? Like, you need to stop that because it's kind of really annoying. But Mom's really proud of her hair. But Beyonce, who could have anybody do her hair, do anything to her hair, sits in her mom's kitchen on a little stool. The kitchen cost $1.5 million, but her mom cuts her hair in the kitchen. Somebody on Entertainment Tonight said that last night. I can't take credit for that. Nichelle.
You should be ashamed of yourself.
I stole, but I admitted that I stole. I stole it, but I admitted my dishonesty.
Oh my gosh. So are you really going to go to Poutine Feast?
Absolutely. Are you kidding me? Poutine, gravy, fries, and cheese.
Curds. It's the thing of, do they really use the curds?
They really, and it squeaks. You can tell a real curd from a non-curd. Because the non-curds are
the queen
in the minority.
Ladies and gentlemen, the queen of texture.
Squeak.
Okay.
Yeah.
Listen, you going to squeak some news out for us next?
I'm going to try.
I heard some stuff through the wall about the news that you got coming up. Some of it sounds pretty, I don't know, like what's going on with the Ontario government? Are we?
Oh yeah, we're good.
Let's find out what's going on in the world. Here at home and beyond, Luann has the news next on Mornings with Luann and Tim. Thanks for joining us on this Friday.
I'm doing whatever it take. Stopping and nothing, I'm up in your face. Shaking it off, no matter the cost. I'm feeling the wind, I'm taking it all. I'm paving the way with the sweat and the blood. I'm at the top, rising above. I want the gold, give me the rush. Queen Midas, I got the touch. I'm pushing, I'm pushing, I'm pushing. 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 I'm pushing, I'm pushing, I'm pushing.
Housed in a 15,000 square foot custom manufacturing facility built to produce world-class cabinetry at surprisingly affordable prices, Great Lakes Fine Cabinetry brings your project from initial concept to final design. Proudly providing Northern Michigan and the Algoma region with quality hand-built cabinetry for the past 20 years. Located at 844 East 3 Mile Road, Sault Ste. Marie, Michigan, Great Lakes Fine Cabinetry, making your cabinetry dreams come true.
Mios is Canadian through and through. And to celebrate Canada's birthday, Mios is offering 20 to 50% off all Canadian-made furniture. Mios knows supporting Canadian jobs, Canadian ideals, and Canadian designers is the right thing to do. And saving you 20 to 50% is a great way to celebrate Canada Day. Now, more than ever, is the time to buy Canadian and to support your local stores. Mios Furniture Fashions. Service before and after the sale. 261 Trunk Road. Where else, eh?
With over 45 years of experience, All Ontario Well Drilling offers hydrofracking and all well drilling services. Call 705-575-8088 or 705-257-9495.
At Maitland Ford Lincoln, we see our trucks everywhere. We see them on Queen Street, Lake Street, North Street, Bay Street, 2nd line, 3rd line, 4th line, Pine Street, Great Northern Peoples Road, Wellington, Cora Road, Bruce Street, Carmen's Way, Northern Ave, Trunk Road. Folks come from all over Algoma District and beyond to buy their truck at Maitland Ford Lincoln. Amazing prices, outstanding service. King Street, Shannon Road, Goulet Bay, Black Road, Government Road, and even on Pine Shores. Yep, our trucks are everywhere. Get yours at Maitland Ford Lincoln, built for Northern life, on Great Northern Road, just north of the hospital.
The Professional Aboriginal Testing Organization, or PLATO, is establishing an Indigenous software testing centre in Sault Ste. Marie, thanks to a government investment of $2.6 million. This VETNOR funding will enable the company to offer training to Indigenous persons to develop and deliver software application and system testing services and solutions to private and public sector clients in the Sioux and across the globe. The investment was announced yesterday by Sioux MP Terry Sheehan. The new centre will assist in increasing the number of skilled and domestic software testers and information technology professionals available in Northern Ontario, as well as help address training and underemployment challenges faced by Indigenous groups across the region. Sheehan said that this is an important investment in the Indigenous peoples of Northern Ontario that will help generate new business opportunities, support innovation, and create good-paying jobs throughout the region. Ontario's top court rules today on the validity of the federal government's carbon charge. The Doug Ford government challenged the constitutionality of the carbon pricing law before a 5-judge panel in April. It argued the Liberal government under Prime Minister Justin Trudeau overstepped its authority in imposing the charge. For its part, Ottawa argued climate change poses an urgent threat and is an issue of national concern. The federal government says its approach, imposing a levy on gasoline and fossil fuels, respects provincial jurisdiction. Last month, the Saskatchewan Court of Appeal sided with Ottawa in a similar challenge. The federal government maintains the levy in Ontario, which is currently 4 cents a litre on gasoline, is a regulatory charge designed to change behavior in favor of lower greenhouse gas emissions. Ontario's progressive conservative government calls the charge an illegal tax, another violation of the Constitution.
Over the course of the past several months, the Major Projects Section of the Integrated Gun and Gang Task Force has been engaged in an investigation into the activities of the street gang known as the Chester Lee Gang.
Toronto police say they've dealt a significant blow to the Chester Lee Gang they allege has been selling fentanyl throughout Canada. Chief Mark Saunders said dozens have been arrested across the Greater Toronto area.
In the course of 8 months, investigators gathered evidence on dozens of individuals affiliated to the gang. Those efforts culminated early this morning in the execution of numerous search warrants and arrest warrants throughout the GTA. I can advise you that this project has resulted in the arrest of close to 40 people, and this morning was a seizure of significant firearms and quantity of narcotics.
Ontario cabinet ministers say Doug Ford was disappointed his now ex-chief of staff was advancing personal connections for provincial appointments and ensured Dean French left government, but the premier himself has yet to speak publicly about it. Government and Consumer Services Minister Lisa Thompson, recently demoted in a cabinet shuffle from the education portfolio, said government needs to be better. She said that they are united as a team to ensure that going forward, everyone will be appointed or hired based on their merits, and of course, performance reviews are paramount as well. Ford ordered a review Tuesday of all pending government appointments, days after French resigned, following news that appointees to 2 foreign posts were personally connected to him, and just hours after a third connection was revealed. During the G20 summit in Osaka, with a smirk, President Donald Trump dryly told Russia's Vladimir Putin, "Don't meddle with the election."
It's a great honor to be with President Putin, his representatives, my representative. We have many things to discuss, including trade and including some disarmament, some little protectionism perhaps in a very positive way, and we're going to discuss a lot of different things. We've had great meetings, we have a very, very good relationship, and we look forward to spending some very good time together.
Mr. President, will you tell Russia not to meddle with the 2020 election?
What about the Ukrainians? Don't meddle in it.
With 3 brands to choose from Kawasaki, Suzuki, and CF Moto, visit one of our 4 showrooms today and speak with our knowledgeable, friendly, and enthusiastic staff who will be happy to help you with all of your motorsports needs.
Enjoy life, enjoy the ride, Bud Robinson Motorsports.
Sault Ste. Marie is pleased to announce that automated garbage collection will begin July 2nd, 2019. By July 2nd, every civic address will be delivered a brand new garbage rollout cart free of cost. The rollout carts are used for residential solid waste only. The recycling rollout cart service remains unchanged. These carts will provide an easier way to move garbage curbside, provide protection against animals, birds, and windblown garbage, help protect workers from handling dangerous materials, and are more efficient, helping to create a cleaner community. Here are a couple of guidelines to remember. Set your rollout cart on a flat surface near the edge of the curb or at the end of your driveway. Your recycling and garbage rollout carts must be kept a minimum distance of 3 feet or 1 meter apart and from any obstruction. It is recommended to place your recycling rollout cart on one side of the driveway opening and your garbage rollout cart on the other side of the opening. Do not set your rollout cart on a snowbank. Do not put your garbage on top of the lid of the rollout cart. All garbage must be contained in the rollout cart with the lid closed. Household hazardous waste must be disposed of properly to protect the environment. Consult the Waste Management Guide for hazardous waste and household hazardous waste depot locations and hours of operation. The majority of households will have the same collection day. However, approximately 28% of households will have their designated collection day changed from what it is now. Please consult the collection calendar webpage to view your current collection day, your new collection day starting July 2nd, 2019, and your leaf and yard waste calendar. The City of Sault Ste. Marie thanks you for helping to create a cleaner, more efficient city. Please visit saultstemarie.ca/garbage cards for more information.
My name is Clement. I am 17. I do have a little brother. He is 5 years younger than me, and despite the fact that we're both blind, we're just normal kids. Sibling rivalries and fights and arguments. Sometimes we play games together, yeah. I find most people tend to have this perception of blindness as a huge physical handicap.
Incoming.
Which it isn't.
CNIB, Seeing Beyond Vision Loss.
Okay, Josh from the Downtown Association, you always bring such interesting news.
Yes, that's what I'm here for.
First of all, tell me about what you've been doing for the last couple days. Getting up at what time? Starting work at
5, 6, just going to bed late, and that's okay because we're setting up for Poutine Feast in the Heritage Square parking lot in the Ermatinger Clerk.
Poutine Feast.
Old Stone House, yeah.
Okay, I want to be clear. This is not like somebody said, hey, let's get some poutine people together and put on like a little festival. No, this is a national thing. Or Ontario.
Yeah, absolutely, Ontario.
Poutine Feast, it's a real thing.
Yeah, if you've ever been to Rib Fest, like during the Rotary.
Right.
Rotary.
Those people are like a...
They're ribs, and they bring all their different rib vendors. Yeah. We've done the same thing, but with poutine vendors.
So these people are come from everywhere.
Yeah, they just got off the road a few days ago from North Bay during their Poutine Festival in North Bay, and now we're doing Poutine Feast Sault Ste. Marie.
This is the first annual.
Yeah, first annual. First annual. Yeah, first annual.
Okay, so and now you're responsible for. Tell me again about what you and there's 5 staff, Josh and 4 staff at the Downtown Association.
Our team is amazing. We put up the barricades, we do the road closures, we put up 10 by 10 tents.
How many tents did you just put up?
I think we put 30 to 40 tents yesterday, and we just jacked them all up so they didn't fly away in the wind overnight.
Yeah.
So we just jacked them all up. Hundreds of tables, hundreds and hundreds of chairs.
This is all on site at the Ermatinger Clerk National Historic Site.
That's right.
On the grounds, on that beautiful, that beautiful rolling lawn.
Yeah, it's 50% there, and then the Heritage Square parking lot that's right adjacent to it.
Yes.
We've taken that whole space over too.
No kidding.
Yeah.
So how many poutine vendors do you have?
I think we got 9, but we might not have 9 in total because we have a lemonade vendor and we have a donut vendor that does donut poutine. So, yeah.
I don't know. Luann, you're going to have to check out donut poutine. She's weird with her food taste. She might have a hard time with that. It depends on textures. But anyway.
Right on.
Okay. So, and also local breweries.
Yeah, absolutely. Outspoken is going to be on site. They have a pretty substantial sized licensed beer garden. Mm-hmm. So you can grab your poutine. All you got to do is walk about 20 steps and you're in the beer garden. It's awesome.
You also talked about other stuff, like what's the kids stuff,
we have so
big
much.
Games and stuff.
Algoma University has brought their Zorbs. If you don't know what a Zorb is,
I do not know.
It's a hamster ball for a kid. They blow it all up, you get inside of it and you roll around like crazy.
It's like
That's
a habit
awesome.
trail.
Yeah.
I love it.
And then we have Treetop Adventures there with their mobile course. It's a 120-foot course with like tight ropes and obstacle course kind of thing, which is Awesome.
Is this all free?
That stuff's free. Yeah, treetop costs, but it's a nominal cost. It's not that big of a deal.
Okay, but so bring you some pocket change.
Yeah, a little pocket. If you bring a 20, you can walk away with a poutine and a walk for the kids for sure. And if you bring a 40, you could grab yourself a beer as well.
There you go,
know
right?
What I mean? So it's not crazy though.
Did you see the downtown toy things? What do you like?
Yeah, we got jumbo games, jumbo chess, checkers. We got lawn games, and the Ermitingers got a whole bunch of stuff going on too. They got a junior gardeners program. They got reenactors. They got, I think, musket demonstrations. You can still tour all of the museums while you're there down on site. It's going to be a great 4 days. Like, I can talk for forever.
And it's 4 days. 4 days. Starting today at 11 o'clock.
That's right, 11 to 9
like
today.
Like Friday, June the 28th?
Yeah.
At 11 o'clock.
That's right.
I'm leaving for North Bay, but I could probably stop by. Wait, when
stop by for lunch.
Are they starting the poutine already?
11 o'clock. We'll be going.
Today?
Yeah. Windows open. We're gonna be running. Yeah. 11 to 9. Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Yeah.
On Canada Day, we run 11 to 7 o'clock.
Because then there's fireworks.
That's right. And we have at Poutine Feast, the Canal and the City of Sault Ste. Marie. We've organized a shuttle. So if you're going down to see the paddlers at the Canal, if you are going to
Where are the paddlers?
What's that?
Do we have paddlers?
We have paddlers, yeah. You can sign up still and head down to the canal, and you can paddle from the canal to the Ermitinger Clerk site.
I did that big paddling thing.
Did you?
Canoe for conservation?
I want to so bad.
It's so great. And you know what? You don't really have to paddle. I mean, they teach you how, but it only takes 2 people to paddle that whole canoe full of people. Everybody else just help it.
I'm going to hold Marnie Stone to this. She said she'd organize a trip for the DTA team.
Oh,
so
come
Marnie,
on. You gotta go.
It's time to go for
So you're going to paddle from the canal down to the bush plane.
You can, yeah.
Get out of your canoe.
Yep.
Go across the street.
Yep.
Well, stop at the bush plane too. And by the way, July the 4th is that's next week.
That's okay.
And Tomika's opening at the
That's
bush plane.
right.
Okay, so then you go across the street to the grounds.
Yep. Grab yourself some poutine.
Take a shuttle and go back to where you came from.
That's right. And if you're interested, if you got kiddos, you want to see the fireworks, but you still want an outspoken beer, what you can do is you could park at the Bondar.
Okay.
Take the shuttle to our poutine feast, have some poutine, have some outspoken, let the kids play the games. Then you can take the shuttle back to the Bondar, watch the fireworks,
and by then you'll have enough time and you have food in your belly.
I would say so.
Yeah. Well, generally they say 1 drink per hour.
That's
so
right.
that would be okay. So you can have if you're starting off at 2 in the afternoon and not driving home until 9 o'clock at night. You can have a couple of drafted outspoken and you'll be okay.
Absolutely.
Just be responsible. Judge.
Well said, Tim.
Yeah.
You too.
I won't even be here. I'm going to North Bay. To hang
Stop by, say hi, grab some
I would love to today before I hit the road.
Awesome.
Okay, wait, there's more.
Yeah.
Tell me something else with the automated, the digital computer, what are you doing with that? Can we talk about that yet? Or am I jumping the gun?
July 25th, we're going to be launching a new program with the Downtown Association where new staff members coming on board, and they're going to be doing digital competencies for downtown businesses. What that means is if you need help with social media, with your e-commerce, our main goal is what we're going to do for every business along Queen Street and other downtown businesses who reach out to us is we're going to make a business profile page for everybody. So that means that on Google, when you search in Google, you find your business, you're going to get a little bio, a photo, and we're going to do a 360-degree tour of the insides of the businesses for Sault Ste. Marie businesses. So that's something that we're launching in just shy of a month. Yeah.
We've said, we always say, Luann and I always remark upon how the great work that, not just you, I mean, you are great, but our downtown businesses, they really are coming together. They really make, and the city, I mean, it's really coming together.
We're like the paddlers, we're all paddling in the same direction right now.
Well, and that's what you said, this whole shuttle thing, it's like, well, we're all on the same team, we're all working for the same thing, so you all come together and make it happen.
That's the thing. Nobody's greedy. Nobody's grabbing, and this is mine, I can't share it. We're sharing,
There's enough to go around.
That's the thing.
Okay, so let's just review again. So this is all happening at the Ermitinger Clerk National Historic Site.
That's right.
Parking, by the way, parking on Queen Street?
Yeah, after 4 o'clock for the whole long weekend, it's free.
After 4 o'clock today.
All the 2-hour lots are free, and then for anyone who needs
in other words, you can park longer than 2 hours in the 2-hour lots and you won't get ticketed.
You will not get ticketed over the weekend or on Canada Day in any of the 2-hour lots.
And Queen Street parking?
Yeah, Queen Street parking. Here's the thing, if you're on the shuttle and you're parked in one of the parking lots, if you let the driver know, they'd be happy to let your family off in one of those 2-hour lots as well, okay? So keep that in mind. Our bus drivers are friendly neighborhood bus drivers, not I need to get someplace. So they'd be happy to drop you off in a lot as well.
Amazing! And something for every age.
I think so. You got checkers, you got lawn darts. That's an easy thing to play with kiddos. All the way up to
plus all the food.
Man, it's going to be awesome.
I saw some of the pictures of the poutine. Some of these poutines are crazy.
They are.
Like things. There's one right there. Oh, look at the Canada Day flag.
Oh, right on.
I saw one with like beef, like steak in it and stuff. And
There's been I was on site.
that's the one with the steak, I think.
Oh, yeah.
Looks so good.
I was on site till really late last night, and I was the first person on site this morning besides our security, and I'm telling you, one of them has a smoker, and that smoker's been going all night. And I walk by it with some equipment or something, and I go, come on. Yeah.
Josh, congratulations.
Tim,
This is
thanks
great.
for having me on.
Kathy Fisher
Yes.
is going to be, will she be around this weekend?
She absolutely will. Her daughter graduated last night, and all of the grads crashed at her place, so things were a little pandemonium, so she asked me to step in for her. She would have been 3 times better to be here.
No,
but,
Kathy's
happy to be here.
great. She and her family's amazing. She's say hello to Kathy, and if you have any questions about the Erminger Clerk National Historic Site, she is your person. She knows. I mean, she lives, eats, sleeps, and breathes it, right?
All their programs going all 4 days. So you can still enjoy anything there if you're into a cultural museum or history.
Once again, we encourage Sault Ste. Marie'ites to become tourists in our own hometown. Go and experience all these things. Get out. It's going to be a gorgeous weekend.
Yep.
And Canada Day, we already had, we just had Ricky Borean on talking about everything that's going on at the Roberta Bondar. So it's a full weekend.
Yeah.
Josh,
Tim,
don't work too hard now.
Well, we'll see.
Make sure you can sit back. And enjoy some poutine and a draft yourself. all right.
For
and we'll see you the next time you're on. Come back in July and tell me more about the new program.
It's gonna be great.
And we'll be back with Lou. Oh, who's next? I think next it's it's Humane Society. I wonder what they brought us.
Awesome.
Okay, let's find out. Stay tuned. We'll be right back after this.
I love women. I love older women, professional women, stay-at-home moms. I love how women put the family first. I love how you're so concerned that I'll get to your husband. You have no idea that I'm coming after you.
Make death wait. Please donate to fund life-giving research, because heart disease and stroke is the #1 killer of women.
What do you wish for? A nice life? Nice things? Or do you wish for something more? A sense of purpose? Do you wish to discover a cure? To write code that cracks an unsolvable question? To further our exploration into space? Or to invent something that changes everything right here on Earth? Well, if that's your wish, make yourself ready. Because when you look back, you'll see that you didn't just make wishes, you realized them.
It's hunting season, so this is probably pretty stupid, right? Actually, hunting accidents kill somewhere around 2 people a year in Ontario. Smoking kills 16,000 a year. So, what's really stupid?
I need to find home care for my dad. My husband can't find a job. Our fights hurt the kids. When you don't know where to turn to 211, the helpline to community and social services in 150 languages. 211 is free, confidential, 24/7, and answered by friendly specialists. Dial 211 or search 211ontario.ca. 211 helps people find the right community and social services. 211, when you don't know where to turn. Supported by United Way, your local community, and the governments of Ontario and Canada.
Look, I got earrings.
Matching.
Kitties, Laura from the Humane Society.
morning.
It's Fur and Feathers Friday. And what am I holding?
You are holding 2 of 4
little 8-week-old baby boys.
They're 8 and they're all boys.
They are all boys. Poor mom.
Same litter. Yeah, poor mother got stuck with 4 boys.
Yes.
Okay. Oh my goodness, you're looking at me for the first. I've had them in my hands all this time and they haven't even looked at me yet. 4 boys, so that. So that means they're going to have to be neutered.
Yeah.
But when you adopt these kitties, which I know you're going to do, you pay $90.
Yes.
Tell me where that goes.
$30 is the adoption fee that stays in shelter, and $60 is a deposit that's left that offsets the cost of the neuter for you.
So $30 helps you run your beautiful Humane Society where you take care of all these amazing animals.
Yes.
And the rest of the money you get back when basically it goes towards the neutering.
Yep, it comes right off the bill if you're on this side, and we'll reimburse you if you go across. We just need the receipt and you get a check in the mail.
Okay, so you said they just came from a foster. What does that mean?
Yes, we had these guys brought in when they were about 4 weeks old. I gave you a rambunctious one.
Yeah, 4 weeks old is too young. Oh!
It is.
4 weeks old is too young to go.
So they would need about another 4 weeks in shelter before they could have gone up for adoption. So what we did was we have some wonderful foster families that help us by taking in litters of cats and kittens.
Can people volunteer to be foster families?
Absolutely.
So what's an ideal foster family? They wouldn't have a pet already, or?
They can have pets. Usually we would just ask that you have a separate space. And that your pets be up to date on vaccines.
So did one family take 4 boy kittens?
And mom.
That was a nice person who did that.
Yeah, they're wonderful.
And then can you foster all year long? You'd never have to have a pet.
Yeah, really, yeah. I mean, we don't usually have kittens all winter long, but
I suppose not.
Sometimes we do require foster for adult cats when special medical situations.
So was the mom a stray?
It was a little bit of
was she
was a rescue.
A rescue?
From down the line area.
Okay.
She was in a home that was a little bit overwhelming. And she went into distress, laboring these kittens, so she had to have a C-section.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
So once again, good thing that this all happened at the Humane Society. Yeah. If she'd have been all by herself somewhere in a barn or something, she probably wouldn't have made it.
She probably wouldn't have made it, no.
And then the kittens have no mommy.
Ooh, they would have passed too.
Oh my goodness! See what the Humane Society does? It saves lives.
And then there's a huge risk when you have to C-section a cat that they can't produce milk because you're cutting through all the abdominal muscles.
Through the abdominal muscles, and
that sometimes they become bottle babies, which are a challenge, but luckily she actually kept her milk supply, which was amazing. So.
And how's she being as a mom?
She's great.
She's a great
I think
mother.
she has been a mom a fair amount of times. Yeah.
Now you said that these kittens you got to be careful when the kittens are babies like this. Did you already say this on air about the upper respiratory system?
In the shelter, yeah. That's typically, even though they were 4 weeks old.
That's why you foster them?
Yeah, because in shelters, all cats are susceptible to getting colds because of the populations.
Especially when they're little babies.
And then when they're littles, they just don't have their enough boosters and
immune system isn't strong enough yet.
Yep.
Look at. Okay, so this weekend you're closed on Canada Day, obviously.
Yeah, we're open this weekend, noon to 5.
Okay.
We will be closed Monday, but of course available for emergencies, and then reopening Tuesday.
And just a reminder for anybody in the community, if you're going to the Humane Society, even just to browse, maybe stop by a store and pick up some soft cat food.
Soft cat food. We actually could use dog toys right now.
Really?
Yeah, we've got a lot of dogs again, and sometimes our dogs are not the most gentle with their toys.
Yeah.
So our toy bin's looking pretty sad.
Oh.
Yeah.
What are they actually manufactured as dog toys, or do you take little stuffies and stuff?
We take children's stuffies and any durable children's toys.
If they bite into them and stuff falls out, though? Is that bad for the dogs?
We know the dogs. We'll learn the dogs, and the ones that have a tendency to blow their toys up, they get hard toys.
See, once again, the staff. How many of you work there?
We have a staff of 8 plus our manager.
8 plus the manager.
Yeah.
And volunteers, obviously. Yes. You like volunteers. Great way for students to get hours, right?
Absolutely.
What kinds of chores do volunteers do at the Humane Society?
We have a couple of different tasks. We have volunteers that walk dogs.
Dog walkers?
Dog walkers. You have to be 18 years old for insurance purposes to walk dogs.
Okay.
But you only have to be 16 to volunteer with the cats and small critters. So, because, our cats spend a lot of time, unfortunately, in their cages, so they do need socialization.
So someone can just come and help the cats be social?
Yeah, help rotate them out of their cage, because we let one at a time have free time. Give them brushing.
Really?
Yeah.
Dog brushing too?
You can, yeah.
So you can volunteer and do all this great stuff hands-on with animals and get your student hours. Think about that for the fall.
Yeah, and then again, we always do need foster families.
Wait, can they do it in the summertime too? Can you get student hours in the summertime?
I think you need to.
You need to be in school.
Yeah.
Yeah, you actually have to be in school.
But
And
it
then we
still
just-
looks good on a resume for a young person.
It certainly does. And you don't kid yourself. When you're applying for things like university and college, they look at your volunteerism and your community work. Here comes Luann now. You come to say goodbye with us, Lulu?
I am.
Okay, we're going to say goodbye from here, Laura. What are you doing? I love your hair, by the way. It matches your top.
It does, and my sunburn.
It was so funny. She came in and Audrey and I, our camera person, were saying, "Oh, we love your hair." And she said, "It's a mistake."
It was an accident.
Love an accident. Work out.
Yeah.
Do you have plans for the long weekend?
I'm working, so you can come visit me at the shelter.
Oh, all right. Well, have a wonderful Canada Day, and
You as
thanks
well.
always to the Humane
Happy
Society.
Canada Day. Thanks so much for watching.
We'll see you on Tuesday.
Bye.
Thank you.